the world of K-pop, Korean boy band BTS has just released their highly anticipated third studio album, Love Yourself, Answer. Answer is the final part of the group's Love Yourself series. Here to talk about the new BTS album launch and all things K-pop is Billboard's K-pop columnist, Jeff Benjamin. Woo! Woo!
I love the part.
Hey, Lucas.
Hello,
nice to meet you
Jeff.
finally. Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
What's up?
hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for being here.
We have so many questions.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm a mimosa.
Yeah.
Cheers. Well, first a little
Yeah, cheers. We're drinking
Cheers.
today.
Have you guys
To
seen
K-pop.
iTunes? #1, BTS.
That's so
All over.
amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
Did you predict that was going to happen?
I knew they were gonna do well. They've had several #1 albums at this point on US iTunes, but they're like taking over the top 10 songs. They've done a really great job, so cheers to
that.
BTS.
I saw your tweet too. There's another K-pop band that's releasing an album, and you were like, they could go 1 and 2, which would be amazing because neither album is in English.
Oh, I was actually referring to Ozuna,
Yeah.
the reggaeton.
Oh, the
singer.
reggaeton.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean, how amazing is that? International music is so
Yeah.
big right now, especially in America. I'm just so proud that like Latin music is so big, K-pop is so big. So I don't know, it just kind of warmed my heart that like maybe these two non-English albums could take over the top spots.
I'm curious what sort of special quality you think it is that BTS possesses that has allowed them to sort of break into the mainstream in a way that I don't know other K-pop bands have.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the BTS fans, ARMY as they're known, will definitely. Are you in an ARMY?
I'm a fake ARMY. I support the ARMY because I
Army.
think they're just like such a good fandom.
They are.
They're so respectful and sweet and like very positive.
I love that. Yeah, and that's kind of something that I think is really, really special about BTS is that, for the longest time, I think pop music, K-pop especially, gets this kind of unfair tag of sort of being superficial or just on the surface. But BTS always really made it a point to be part of, to have societal issues, things that go deeper than just pop music, talking about their mental health issues, politics, society, things that they're really going through and things that I think especially Western fans and people in America really connect to in that way.
Yeah. Plus their dance moves are really great.
I mean, yeah, have you seen the videos or have you seen the choreography? It's just, it blows my mind every time. And they're just such hardworking guys.
Yeah, like they don't really have social lives. They're not allowed to date, right? At all.
Oh, I mean, that's like kind of like a K-pop, unwritten rule is sort of that, you don't really, they've been working really hard on their arts and for their fans.
And they're going on tour, right?
They are
Starting,
going
yeah.
on tour. I think their world tour actually starts this weekend. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. But it starts in Seoul. They're going to be coming here to America. The biggest K-pop tour I think this country has ever seen. They're going to be playing Citi Field, which take away the K-pop tag even.
Yeah.
Think about, who plays, huge stadiums like that. We're talking Justin Bieber, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift. Take away the K-pop tag for a second. These are huge. This is a huge pop act, a huge pop phenomenon in that way.
Yes, I think it's quite significant. Like you were saying in the beginning, these international artists kind of infiltrating the American mainstream music, which is like kind of unheard of at least in the past few years, 10 years maybe. So, and you were just talking about the K-pop, the themes. I don't know a lot about K-pop, but I didn't know they explore all those kind of like, politics and develop, all those very intense kind of themes sometimes in their music.
Yeah, of course. And of course there's love songs, of course there's party songs. You got to have that in any kind of music. But yeah, BTS has really been
Love
special.
songs are like, I wish I could date someone.
No, that's that boy band pretty much. All their songs. Do you know that boy band?
Yeah, they're kind of the emo boy band.
Yeah, they're so sad. I feel so bad for them. Like, we should try to get them dates because listening to their music was depressing to me, and I haven't been on a date in forever.
I know, me neither. But yeah, no, definitely, lots of. I think BTS has been really special, and not even that they're necessarily even the first band to talk about these deeper issues, but they've really made it a point to put themselves, put their experiences, put whatever they're going through to kind of be a little more relatable in that way.
So this is a picture of BTS. I want you to take me through kind of like your favorite members, and also like who's like the Justin Timberlake, who's gonna like break out of this and
There's
go
so
solo?
many of them.
Who's gonna break out and stab the others in the back?
Oh, come on, you guys. I mean, first off, there's only 7 of them. There's not that many.
That's a Real Housewives cast. That's a lot.
Yeah.
No, I think that they're very manageable. And what's so, I think, really great about this group is that it really is tough to say who is, because I think they're a really, really strong group in so many ways. BTS has never officially done solo releases or even splintered off in different splinter groups. Some of the members, some of the rappers actually particularly have done solo mixtapes.
Okay.
So they've kind of the time to do something a little on the side, but for the most part, the group has stayed intact, and I think that's really special.
Yeah.
RM is in the middle right there with the yellow T-shirt. He is the leader of the group.
Okay.
He's fluent in English. He's been on tracks with like Wale and Fall Out Boy.
Oh wow!
I don't even know if these like necessarily got on your radar, but he's done a really great job at kind of helping expand the group's image, and he always refers to himself as RM of BTS. So keeps the group intact. No Justin Timberlake, no Beyonce situation.
Who's the best dancer then?
Who's the best dancer? Oh man, again, you guys are gonna get me in trouble.
I know. Okay, or somebody who's just a real standout.
Yeah, I mean, all the way on the right there, J-Hope. J-Hope's kind of known as the standout dancer. I also think Jamin, who's right next to him in the blonde hair, is also really, really strong. But J-Hope, like if you've watched any of the red carpet interviews or anything like that, he just like will bust it out. Like he'll ask like, how are you guys feeling? And he'll just start dancing. Like he expresses himself through dance in that way.
That's how Lucas is.
Yeah,
in our group.
Go for it.
He's got some good
He's just
moves.
always doing body rolls.
When I finish this mimosa, I will.
Same.
So I'm curious, like since we're talking about like the famous boy bands and girl groups in America, and we all know how they came together. How did BTS come together? Because it seems quite significant. They, like you said, like they seem a very cohesive, very positive group. Like for 7 guys to come together, how did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all remember, you know, it's sort of almost an old school concept at this point, but when, you know, agencies or studios would kind of piece together different groups and kind of form them in that way. BTS also, they were created by their record label, Big Hit Entertainment. They hold auditions, they train for years and years to even get the chance to debut as part of these bands, and that's standard across all K-pop for the most part. And in the end, the 7-member lineup ended up being the strongest in the end, and that's what they chose to debut BTS as. But yeah, I think that's something that K-pop fans in particular really connect with, is because they see that these, you know, kids, they're really kids at the time that they debut. I think the youngest member was a very young teenager at that time. Jungkook, where is he? He's right there in the black hair, kind of making a face in the in the photo. But you know, they really identify with this struggle of really working hard. You know, I think we all, you know, studied so hard in school or whatever. They're studying, they're trying to debut, they're working on their singing, choreography, trying to learn different languages at the time. I think that hard work, that struggle is really something that a lot of K-pop fans identify with.
So we know they're getting big here, but how big are they really around the world? Like what countries are they just like the Beatles in?
I mean, you could really, at this point, take your pick. Because and it's been interesting because they actually it took a while for Korea to actually catch up to the international attention that BTS was getting. They held, I think, 2 tours here in America in 2015 before they really blew up in their home country. And they've done so well in Japan. They're kind of reinstating another Korean wave in Japan. They've done so well in South America, Latin America. I actually wrote a piece about their concert in Chile where they broke the sound barrier, or like where it became actually dangerous to actually be around that sound because the fans were screaming so loud.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you can just imagine. I mean, they've done amazing, and I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
For those of us who don't listen to K-pop all the time, what are some BTS songs you recommend we listen to just get a sense of what this music is about and get a really good feel for the group?
Yeah, I mean, K-pop, you know, at its core, it does stand for Korean pop, and BTS really, does think has some excellent songs. Their latest single, Idol, just dropped hours ago. There is a version with just the group, and also a version with Nicki Minaj.
What?
So,
Whoa!
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
please
huge.
check that out. I think it's really, and it's a really awesome song in so many ways. There's actually a lot of traditional Korean instruments in the song, and I really, really love that they did that, kind of showing part of their culture and a little more of their country. I also love the song Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That's probably, I think one of the most accessible songs. It has a sort of a Major Lazer, Justin Bieber vibe to it. Their most recent single previous to Idol was called Fake Love, their first top 10 single on the Billboard Hot 100.
I like that one.
That one was huge.
Yeah.
They gave the very first live performance of it at the Billboard Music Awards just earlier this year. So that was just so huge for them because many K-pop acts, they're giving the first performances, of course, in Korea. This kind of changed the game. They got to perform the song for the first time. There's a big deal made about the very first comeback performance for a K-pop single, and they made it happen on a huge award show in America. So I think that was a significant moment for them too.
Yeah, it's
Their
great.
song DNA is really big, right? That's the first one I heard, and I was like, I love this.
Yeah, DNA was their very first Billboard Hot 100 hit. That was a huge moment for them and the fan base as well. It was like a goal that they had. That BTS just keeps having bigger and better goals. They're like, oh, maybe we want to chart on Billboard. And then when they did that, they're like, okay, maybe we want to go like #1 on Billboard. And they just kind of keep doing it. I mean, the fans, it's all thanks to the fans. And of course, the artists that inspire them to do that.
Speaking of bigger goals, do you see any potential like move into movies for them or anything like that? Because Monsta X was here, and when I was asking them like, what are you guys interested in? Like, what do you want?
Them, right?
Yeah, and they were like, we want a show. We want a TV show of the guys. And I think, BTS would make an amazing Netflix series. And Netflix is throwing money to everyone. And I'm like, why not BTS?
Check out their YouTube series. I was in it actually.
You were in it? Oh my God.
Just a little appearance, a little bit.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, I think there is a demand for a group like BTS or other K-pop acts similar, and I just want to see it become more ubiquitous. One Direction, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, these are other huge pop acts, and they had movies, they had books, they had magazines dedicated to them. I think the next step in just kind of becoming more ubiquitous, kind of really being that pop phenomenon in the way that I think only the biggest acts deserve, is that's the next step. I do think we're going to see eventually movies, books, whatever it might be.
A tour documentary could be cool.
Yeah.
A tour doc would be amazing.
Yeah,
And a lot of artists are doing docs right now, and it's like, you can just kind of test the waters.
Yeah, BTS Burn the Stage on YouTube now.
Whoa.
It actually documents their 2017
cool.
US tour. And again, these guys, they don't stop working. They just went on a stadium tour in America last year.
Wow.
Here they are coming back again
Yeah.
for more They sold out 4 dates at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, 2 dates at New York's Prudential Center. They got the Citi Field show. I'm just, they really don't stop, and I'm proud.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible.
Well, Jeff, you are incredible. I love you breaking down all of this for us. I can tell how passionate you are. It makes me want to go listen to the new album.
I know.
I think you
with like
should.
fresh ears.
Yes, Love Yourself Answer. I really, I definitely suggest Idol. There's a really good song I like called I'm Fine. I don't know if anyone here's listened to it yet, but yeah, there's a lot of great songs, and it's a repackage of sort of the past 2 albums, so you get kind of the best of the past singles, the past album tracks. It's all combined in one nice little package.
Well, you've given us some stuff to queue up. We appreciate it.
Thank you
Guys,
for
give it up for Jeff.
Of course, yes, thank you.